Chad with Winning Tennis here. I want to give you one tip. That's it. This video is not going to have 3 keys or 5 things you need to do. It's one thing. It's not a stroke. It's not a technique. It's preparing early. And you'd be amazed to see how many club players prepare too late. I would say all of them. No, there are probably a few that prepare early enough. But if you watch the pros, when the ball starts crossing the net, they're already starting to prepare. So the ball's crossing the net, they're already getting set up. So by the time the ball lands, they are set up. Now, of course, when they're belting the ball and they're on the run, they can't always do that. But if you watch, especially in a practice session between top pros when they're hitting down the middle, I see Federer, and he's already set up. He has maybe a good second to wait right here, and then he hits his forehand. And it's the same thing on the backhand. He's on the move here, moving his feet. He sets up nice and early, and then he's able to come through. And that's what I want for you. Now, it takes some effort because you've probably been late every single time for your whole tennis career. So getting to prepare early is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but it can be done, and it can be done in a short amount of time. What you need to do, okay, this is what I did because I was late, I was always late, and then I would end up not preparing enough time, and I always felt rushed. I compensated, so I was doing all kinds of weird things, and you see a lot of club players do that. They go like this, and they do all kinds of things because they're compensating for being late and not judging the ball correctly. And I see that with kids as well. First thing you need to do, when you see the ball coming to you, you need to address, is it a forehand or a backhand? That's it. So when the ball comes off the racket, the first thing that I'm thinking about is it forehand or is it backhand? If it's forehand, then I have a way to set up. This is the way I set up in my forehand every time, like right here. So I know that as soon as I see a forehand, I'm going to set up. Now, the ball could be in such a place where I have to run to get it. So I might see it's over there, so I have to take a few steps and then I set up. If the ball's coming straight to me, then I could just set up and I could make little micro adjustments, little steps to get in the right position. And sometimes it just comes right to me, and then I have plenty of time and I hit the ball. Same thing on the backhand. When the backhand comes, in my mind I see backhand, so I bring my racket back, I step forward with my right foot, being that I'm a righty, and I get into my power position, and now I'm ready to swing. So you'd be amazed at how easy it would make the game if you could start doing that. So when you play tennis, next time you practice, especially if you're just practicing, because in the match it may be difficult, watch the ball, think about, is it forehand or backhand, and make sure that you know how to set up the proper way. I have videos on the channel showing you how to hit the proper forehand and the proper backhand, 2-hand and 1-hander for the backhand. So go ahead out there, practice that. When you get to the court, address that. You see forehand, you set up forehand. If you see the backhand, you're in your backhand position. It makes the game so much easier. Try to be ready by the time the ball crosses. Start getting ready when the ball crosses the net. Club players, notorious for being late. I see players that don't even set up. Like, they never set up. The ball will just bounce to them and they won't even turn the shoulders. They just go like this, or they go like this. And a lot of times they're hitting with their body facing their opponent or the net, like this. That's why you're not supposed to hit like that. You have to turn to generate power. So when the ball comes over the net, you should already starting to be into your preparation phase before the ball bounces. I've seen club players, they usually set up after the ball bounces, and a lot of times that's too late, so they don't get power into their shots because they can't get their body moving forward, and they have to compensate. All right, so let's see an example now of what it would look like for hitting late and hitting early, okay? Here's an example of preparing late. Okay, that's really late. I'm waiting till the ball bounces. Okay, again. I'm able to make it because of my skill level, but a lot of people end up going like this and hitting terrible shots. One more example of a late hit. Okay, now let's see an early hit. That racket's prepared here. Okay, I see it's going to be a forehand. I step over. On my toes. I want to get that racket back as forehand. Okay. Forehand. Now let's see some backhands. Examples of late backhands. Okay, no power. Or maybe a one-hander. I see people doing this all the time. And that's why it looks like that. Okay, kind of looks forced and awkward. I have to move fast, and then I end up doing stuff like this. I can't get my body into the ball. Here's a two-hander. It's a little bit late. One more time, late. Okay, you end up hitting a shot like that. I see it's going to be backhand. I say backhand, backhand. Get your racket forward. Get your body forward. Backhand, early preparation. Have all this time to hit the ball. Have all this time to hit the ball right here. Okay, when I'm late on the side, I can see the ball coming to me, but I don't start going right here. And then I have to hit. You notice I can't get my weight forward into the shot. I see the ball coming. Now I got to hit like this. Let's see what it looks like on the two-hand backhand. Ball's coming. Then the hit here. Not really getting my weight forward into the shot. Okay, so I'm just waiting. And then I do this. You see a lot of compensation. I see a one-hander. I'm gonna wait, and now I'm gonna hit my one, and it's gonna look something like this. You might have seen this at the club level. People hit the ball, and they don't even move. They stand like this. Okay, so now let's see an example of early preparation from the side. Racket right there. I'm ready. My feet are moving, and then I'm going to get set up in my position. This is my position right here. Okay, hitting nice hard shots. Just set up right here. Bam. Okay, that was a hard shot. Set up. Get forward on that. Let's try to get better balance on the follow through. Okay, hitting hard shots right there. Now let's see some backhands. Setting up early. Nice and early. Just like that, nice and crisp. If we can get that racket back nice and early here, and all we got to think about is coming through with the body and coming through with the arms. Move over, come through, nice clean shot. Turn, and through. It's tiring. Same thing on the forehand. I'll be out here, step over, come through, blast. Just like that. One more forehand, please. This is the amount of determination and effort it takes to get good at tennis. You have to work your ass off. You have to sweat. You have to get out on the court and do this for an hour or two. I'm gonna say every day, but 3 or 4 days a week. You ain't gonna get better by watching a video or reading a book or watching a tennis match on TV, or even playing against the people that you usually play against at your low level. You need to play against better people. You need to practice. That's what you need. Deliberate practice, focused practice. Come out here, focus on one thing at a time and do it. What more motivation can I give you? You see me doing it, get out there and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe now. Click that button. All right, guys, see you in the next video. I gotta turn that ball machine off.